MM60. And this is a material which is present in multiple plants. Okay. So if I execute it, the material 1200 is present in the plant 1000, even in 3000 and A400. If we check the detail for this material, MM02, enter, material is this and quality management is selected. Plant is 1000, press enter key, and if I go to quality management view, at present QM in procurement active, this checkbox is unchecked. In all other also it is unchecked. Let me select this checkbox. Press F1 key. This setting is maintained at the client level. So if I'm selecting this checkbox for QM in procurement, it means that at the time of procurement, I want to add few controls which need to be maintained against the vendor. So that will be handled through the control key, QM control key we need to maintain. If I'm just selecting this checkbox and then trying to click on save, now it is giving me the message that I need to maintain the control key. If you press enter key, it has changed it to enter the control key error message. If you are selecting this checkbox, means you have to maintain the QM control key also. Otherwise, it will not allow you to save the transaction. Okay, so let me select some control key in this 0001, which is a supplier release I am selecting. Now the error message has been removed and I am getting a warning which says that the plant exists in which you have not specified the control key. Because the same material is present in 3 plants and I am making the changes in one plant, which is plant 1000. And since that indicator is maintained at the client level, it means it will be applicable for the other 2 plants also, for the 3000 and A400. That's why it is giving me this warning that you have to maintain the control key in other plants also. If you press F1 key, this message comes, and here you also get the option to maintain the mass maintenance of QM procurement key in the material master. If I click on this link, it will take me to the transaction QI05, which is mass maintenance of QM procurement key in the material master. Okay, but I'm not making any changes from here. Let's go back. Close this, and I'm saving it. Okay, since it's a warning, if you press enter key, it will allow me to save it. And if I check the detail for another plant, say 3000, enter, and in the quality management view, at present, this checkbox is checked, but we haven't maintained any control key in this case. It's giving me this message that the control key is not maintained for it, and if I press enter key, it will not allow me to save it. Let me come out of it. I'm not making the changes from here. Press enter key. Without saving, I'm coming out of this transaction, and we will run the transaction QI05, which is to maintain mass maintenance of QM procurement key in the material master. Material which is 1200, okay, which is present in 3 plants, and only in 1 plant I have maintained my control key. Here I need to tell the control key to be used, and in that I have used the control key supplier released. Okay, whereas for other plants, suppose if I want to use some other control key, then I can select that one. Or if you don't want to use any further control for the vendor, then we can use 0000 for other plants so that that warning message should not come again. Okay, so let me select, say, this 0005 for other plants. Select this checkbox, implement database changes, and click on execute. A procurement key, this, which is a supplier release and certificate required, was successfully changed. Okay, so let's check this same thing again. If I go to my material, MM02, enter, and this time I'm entering the plant as 3000. So in the QM view, now you can see the control key which is selected is 0005, which is supplier release and certificate required. Since we have selected certificate required, then of course we need to specify the certificate also, and it is giving me the error message that I need to tell the certificate type. Okay, otherwise it will not allow me to save it. Let me select some certificate from here, press enter key, and then it will save it. If I check it in 1000, same in QM view, we have used the supplier should be released. Here we haven't specified that certificate is required because the control key has the control only on the supplier should be released, whereas I have maintained this 0005 in other two plants. So even in the next plant, I have to tell the certificate which need to be linked. Okay. Otherwise, it will not allow me to make the changes in that. Let's check the third plant again, which is A400. Enter. And if we go to QM view, here the control key which is selected, since from the mass changes we have assigned the control key as 0005, which is a supplier should be released and the certificate is required, and we haven't maintained the certificate type. If I try to save it, it will give me the error message that you have to maintain the certificate type. So I can select the certificate type from here, press enter key, and now it will allow me to save it.